Billionaire from Alex, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to all things success. Today I've got another inspirational young person. Can't say young man, it's way older than me, but it's a young person who's doing great things in the community of Alexandra. Just great things in SAY. He's got a book released with other co-authors. I don't want to spoil the fun for you, but let's find out what he's about. I've got the one and only Mr. Takalani Nemangowe.
My brother.
I said it right.
Yeah, but I mean.
No, man. We are at LXFM Studios.
Sure.
Wow, man, it brings so much memories. I was telling TK when I was here, 2011. Go 3. Go second. Yeah. Brings back so many memories. I remember this place. It's great to see the progress that have been made. Mr. TK, how are you, man?
No, well, I'm fine. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on your platform.
Yeah,
we really appreciate, and one must just, acknowledge the efforts that young people like yourself are doing. Because I always tell people that we need to have more conversations. So if people like yourself, they are creating platforms so that we can have conversations, so we'll inspire each other.
Definitely. So, Mr. TK, can you let our viewers know, our channel is called All Things Live TV. This is All Things Success, a show dedicated for young people who are doing great things. I don't just call nobody.
Sure.
Tell us what brings us here today. Who are you? Where did you start? Because people are hearing we are at LXFM, so they're wondering, hey, is this a radio podcast? What's happening? So tell them who you are. What brings me here today to come?
Well, thank you. Today we're here at Alex FM, and thank you so much again for coming.
No stress.
And my name is Takalani Nemangowe. I'm the station manager of Alex FM. Alex FM, a community radio station, one of the country's first community radio station.
Yes. Come on,
yeah. So I've been with the station for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I joined in, I think, back in 2012 as an intern, straight from college, and I grew within the ranks.
Okay.
So you can just imagine, I know all the departments because I had to, find my way through as an intern, volunteer, newsreader, producer, presenter, news editor, and now so I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to radio. So I'm more like an expert in the media space. So and my time here at Alex FM has always been fun because I've always been one person who loved media. I've always saw myself as a media practitioner because growing up in the dusty villages of Limpopo, where access to information was a very mountainous thing. So it was not easy to access information. There was no access to a lot of things.
No podcast back then.
Yes, you understand. So, but I've always knew that one of the good days I want to see myself working for a radio station, because I will tell you one thing. I've always been interested, about the world around me, the current affairs, what is happening. Like I've always had interest, I've always had a view, and media is a platform where I can raise my view, get to listen to other people's views. We come together, debate, argue, agree, and build each other. Hence, I've always been in love with media, and Alex FM, gave me home, and I learned a lot of things here, and I'm who I am today because of the opportunity that I was given here at Alex FM as a young person, and I'm forever grateful. So the reason why we're here today, of course, you paid me a visit, you were in my office, you said, man, let's talk about this project that you've been working on. We saw on the socials, we heard on the radio, we saw on TV, on the newspapers that you've launched a book. Yes, I was featured on a book called The Overcomers. So The Overcomers is a book where they interviewed, young entrepreneurs who overcame something, one or the other. So my story in chapter 5 is based, on, my story, how I joined the station, the struggles, the hardships, the dedication that I have, the determination, the willingness to win and overcome all the challenges that one can face. So the book addresses, also the lootings that happened in 2021, where, to date, there are still people who are left without jobs.
My goodness.
There are still people who lost their loved ones on the day. So, a lot happened on that day. So we were also affected. And we had to, employ certain skills to overcome.
Sure.
And I'm proud to say that we overcame. As a leader of this organization at the time when we were looted, I'll take you back to that day. Sure. It was on the 13th of July, 2012. I was the first one to arrive here at the station at around 4 a.m. So, well, I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
And then I think that was the first time in my life coming to the station at that time.
Sure.
You'll even hardly get to see me here at night. So I'm a night rider. So I can arrive here at 11, 12, and leave here maybe at 10, 11.
But that day,
yes.
Sure.
Because obviously I was following, I saw everything that was happening. Pen was already looted a day before. I mean, we were covering the story. We were reporting on the radio about the happenings of that day. So I came here, I drove in, and then when I came in, the securities downstairs by the basement, just after I parked, it was messy everywhere. They told me that no, the shop downstairs, shop right to save, was looted overnight.
Sure.
So the guys did not tell me that even Alex FM was looted. I think they did not have energy. Like everything was just shocking for them. But in my heart, in my mind, I'm thinking, no, yes, people are looting, but I don't think people can loot a community radio station.
Yeah.
I don't think a whole radio station. What will you do with those equipment that some of those things I myself I don't even know how to connect them and stuff. So I told myself that no, man, I don't think so. But as I came up here and I opened the front door, I just saw papers were everywhere. Yeah, and there was no electricity. It was dark. So I had my torch on the phone, and I saw papers on the floor. I looked around, I saw the TV is not there. I said, no, man. What's happening? Then I went in, I came office by office, I went to the studios. Everything that we have worked so hard for the past 27 years was gone. Just like that. The radio was
couple
off.
of seconds, couple of hours, in fact.
The radio was off. The community of Alexandra that we service was voiceless.
Sure.
Because I believe Alex FM serves as the voice of the community.
Definitely.
It serves as a platform of engagement for the very same community that came in and looked against themselves. Because the station does not belong to me. Does not belong to you.
No.
It belongs to the community.
All of us,
You understand?
Sure.
So they came and steal from themselves. So you can imagine between those moments, I'm here alone. What was going through my mind?
I wanted to ask exactly that. What were you thinking? And what were you saying to yourself?
I felt hopeless.
Yeah.
I felt defeated. But for seconds. Because as I was feeling defeated and hopeless, I thought of my colleagues. And of course, their families. Alex FM to date is home to 42 young people.
Sure. Big ups on that.
Yes.
Big ups on that.
We are giving them platform, we are upskilling them, we are training them, we are readying them for mainstream. To go and work at your power, your 702, your SABC, your Metro and stuff.
Commercial radio station.
You understand?
Sure.
So, for a second, I then said, this means the dreams of these young people are crushed, just like that. But something in me said, don't allow it. That's when the fighting spirit was ignited in me. Then I became this strong somebody at that very moment.
When you see papers on the floor.
I'm not going to allow a situation where the community of Alexandra to not have a voice in the form of Alex FM. I'm not going to allow a situation where all these young people that are here, very much hopeful that one day they'll see themselves working for a bigger organization.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will not allow a situation where their dreams will be crushed just like that.
In a couple of hours.
I refused. I really refused. So there was this strong character that was just born in me. You know? So I said, you know what? We're going to rise from the ashes.
Sure.
And we did. I can tell you now, the station was off air for less than 9 hours. Within 9 hours, we were back on air, broadcasting, continuing to report about the very same looting that was taking place.
In your station.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, in life, you need to build relationships.
Definitely.
Build network.
Definitely.
And maintain it.
Sure.
It will work for you when you need it. I made few calls. My people responded promptly. We took the radio station of the people that belongs to the people of Alexandra, from Alexandra to Sandton.
Yeah.
Where it does not even belong.
I remember, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We were housed there at LM Radio Studios, where there's also Cliff Central, for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because we fought so hard that we really need to continue servicing our people. We need to continue informing, educating, and entertaining our people. We need to continue being a platform of engagements and conversations for our people. Because look, a radio station serves a very important role in the community. Because now, if a child is missing, we stop everything that we're doing, we announce.
The child is missing.
You understand?
Yeah.
If there are job opportunities across our shows, we announce those opportunities.
Yeah.
So that people like me and yourself can listen and get to, get those employments and stuff.
Yeah.
If there are opportunities, if there are programs, food parcels, whatever that brings good to the community, we communicate that message. We're a tool of content distribution in our region.
Sure, man. I remember that time when it was happening, and I heard there was a couple of donors at certain radio stations that helped. Can you just tell us who they were and how did you manage to actually come back here for Alexandra Moyaruna building where we are right now? What was the process like from moving now to Sandton for that 3-week period and then for Alex?
Okay. Well, what I can tell you, like I said earlier on, relationships and a proper network which is well maintained. We reached out to people that we know to come through for us because we were very vulnerable. We literally lost everything to the value of almost 5 million within those hours. And we worked so hard for 27 years to accumulate those things. So it's not something that we just made over a year or two.
Yeah.
So it took time. So now you are at a point where you are asking yourself, I'm going to wait for another 27 years to get to where we were a week before. We made those contacts and likely people came through for us.
Sure.
Even ordinary people. And the people were even the looters themselves.
Sure.
I'm not a prophet, but when I met them, this one looks like this one. But I could tell, I could tell that these guys, they regret. I think looting had some sense of excitement inside. People were
it looked fun when it was on
TV. People were doing things, but not really aware about
consequences.
I mean, the mall across Pan-Africa Monde, it took about 8 to 10 months to reopen.
It was closed, man.
You understand? So there's quite a lot of things that have changed due to looting.
Sure.
So a lot of organizations came through for us, even ordinary citizens and members of the community from Alexandra. I remember there's someone who donated 20 rand. It went a long way.
Sure.
Because we did not have it.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? So I mentioned it because to us, it gave us hope that for as little as 20 rand, someone saw a need to not buy that bread.
While things were even tough
for them. Give us to rebuild the station.
Sure.
So we received donations, 702, Power FM, SABC, Jacaranda, National Radio.
Shout out to all those radio stations, all the organizations. None of Muntu don't kneeling at 20 rand. The citizens of Alexandra Gomora, but shout out to you if you played a part in what Takie is talking about. Shout out to you, big ups to you, man. May it go a long way and may you be fulfilled with whatever blessings that you may.
Indeed. We really appreciate the intervention, the help that these organizations and these ordinary people that reached out to help us. I mean, we are where we are today because of those people.
Yeah.
And I always tell people that looting, as I'm explaining, you can tell it's a very terrible experience to go through.
I can't imagine.
I don't want to say it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, definitely.
But it looks like. Yeah. Because where we are today, believe you me, I don't even think in our lifetime we're going to be. Yeah. You've seen our facilities, the state-of-the-art facilities.
Proper.
I mean, things are proper. You understand? Things are very proper. And we are very much appreciative. We are happy. We are saying thank you so much to everyone that, walked the journey.
Sure.
But in everything that transpired, we needed leadership. And I don't like, what do they say it in English? Blowing your own horn. But because this interview is about me, I would blow
their own horn, man. Because you can say there's awards there. There's awards even. So that is, guys, I told you, I'm let you know more about the show. That is not some playboy who just comes around for the fun. There's awards to prove the success. And these are awards that have been won during your time as
of course.
I'm seeing SA-based Community Radio Station of the Year and LXF for Outstanding Support of Persons with Disability. What do they call it? Underprivileged people are well taken care of. Supporters here. Diversities. I'm seeing other. Bring them, Mr. Takie. You must blow your own horn now. This is the time.
There are quite a lot. I'll tell you something.
Best radio station that promoted Kwaito and house music. There's
another one here. We got it in Cape Town.
Youth Radio Awards. Cape Town. You dominate
some are there, as you can see.
There's two guys. Success is too heavy.
Innovation. What gender sexuality whatsoever.
Yes,
I mean, Liberty Radio Awards.
It's too many of them.
We got a lot of awards. Our work continues to get recognized even on an international level.
Shout out.
We got awards as far as Ghana, Switzerland. We took people to USA. We took people to Greece. Our people.
My next to come in. Can you please just as a photographer, media team, when you go overseas,
we'll take you. We'll take along with you.
Definitely.
So leadership had to be shown, and I rose to the party.
Okay.
And I commanded the team to say this is the direction we're taking. We're going to work so hard to rebuild the station. And I had a strong team that supported me. And within 3 weeks we were back here. Because we always thought that we don't belong to something. It was nice, by the way, to be there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was very nice.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The best experience.
5-star studios.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice.
Spencer, coffee.
Even the lunch changed. We were eating like was just closer to like your proper. But we don't belong that side.
We belong in
Mocha spoke more.
Sure.
So we fought so hard to come back where we belong, so we can be closer to our people. So our services can be closer. We don't expect that old gogo who wants help from Alexa FM
missing child, then they must
come all the way, take a taxi all the way to Livonia. So we want to be closer to the people. That's why within 3 weeks we managed, through the help of all those people that I've mentioned, to come and bring the radio of the people closer to the people.
Okay.
Because we are who we are because of them. We are radio for the people by the people. You see, I always say the difference between us and Metro, we are not in competition. Actually, Metro and this other station, your FM, our sister station, we work together. We pride ourselves because we are more closer to the community. That's why we can stop, even this podcast now, we can stop it and pause it and attend to a community issue now. That's how serious we take our community. So we are invested into the community.
Which is proper.
So, I mean, all this is in the book.
Wow, man. The overcomers.
Of course we overcame, and this is the first book. When this project was started, well, I took it as one of those. I mean, as a station manager, I've done a lot of interviews. I've been interviewed on newspapers, TV, radio, everywhere. So this is part of the job, so I'm used to that. But I've never, even on a single day, think someone will see any interest to sit with me down to write a book. You understand? So that to me meant a lot about the journey that I took, and having to share the journey with other people through that book. And I believe that book will inspire a lot of people,
definitely,
young people in particular, because we need to inspire each other. You inspire me, I inspire you, then we become better in life. Understand? So that book, The Overcomers, really humbles me, and I'm happy that I had to be given an opportunity to tell my story, and people find my story very interesting.
Sure.
You know, they read about me now, see me on the books, and there on the shelves, The Overcomers, exclusive books, even on e-books.
Tell them, how much is it? Where can they get it, Mr. Takie?
Just only 277 rand,
sure.
Not even 300.
Yeah.
277 rand, an exclusive book, nationwide. Let me tell you, I have a friend, Kobutswana.
Sure.
The guy called me, bought the book, Kobutswana. We are international. Kobutswana, all the
Cameroon. Tell you, when I don't just bring anyone to the show, guys.
Yeah, so I'm
people.
urging people to please get the book, buy the book, get inspired. Let's have the conversation. I believe in the absence of conversations, problems will always exist. But when we converse,
like philosophy, man,
we find solutions to our problems.
Hey.
If you are quiet, I won't know that you have problems.
Hey.
But when you talk to me and we converse, we'll find solutions to our problems.
Then there won't be any problems.
You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has been a very interesting journey, and I mean, from being an intern and growing in the ranks to become the youngest station manager in the country.
Shout out.
Sure. And still, holding it like this. It's not an easy job.
Yeah.
But it's very exciting. I like challenges, And this platform, Alex FM, gave me an opportunity to engage a lot of people, meet a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, I can talk to the president like this.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
he was here last time.
Yeah. So that's the kind of privilege and opportunity that comes with being part of this product, Alex FM, and I'm forever, grateful. And I always want to give back in a form of, giving other young people opportunities. You understand? Training them where I can, and for them to also be good and do well in their life.
Wow, man, that has been such a lot to take in. But big ups on all the success you've had. So this is Alex FM, ladies and gentlemen. This is the station manager. In closing, man, what are your plans for this beautiful station of this great township, more than 110 years old? What are your plans for the book? Just your future plans personally, where you want to grow in the media space. You talk about you being the young station manager, so there's still a lot of time on your hands in terms of the media space, and maybe even other channels or other industries.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
What do you want to say in closing, your final plans for Alex FM, the media space, yourself, and just your last message to young people there in general who are feeling like maybe it's over? Because your book is about overcoming.
Yeah, sure.
You've been through a pandemic, jobs were lost, some dreams, hopes were crushed. What's just your last message to those young people who are saying, no, it's over, Taki, my job has been replaced by technology, or I don't have money for funding, the trick results are out. People saying, I've passed, but I don't have money for funding, I want to start a business, the money's not there, support is not there, I want to be in radio, but I just don't know. What can you say to them, man, as long as just your goals for the rest of the year?
Well, what I can say to them is that, look, you need to believe in yourself, and you are good enough.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. My story will inspire you. You will overcome.
Let's get the book, guys.
Yes. So, the plans for the station were big plans. We want to launch an academy because we believe in skills development.
Sure.
We want to launch Alex FM Radio Academy, where we are going to take in young people from the community of the Greater Alexandra to come in and learn about radio journalism and other, radio available departments, so they can be equipped and upskilled, so they can be better in life. And we also want to, go deep in the digital space. I'm happy that we're having the podcast, because next time we'll be having our own Alex FM podcast done by you.
Thank you. At least I am not. I'm employed. Finally, yeah.
Sure. So the plans, we have like big plans that are going to be, community driven. We want to take the radio to the people.
Sure.
We want to be seen as an organization that bridge the gap between the investors and the community. We want to go out there and bring in investment. We want to play an important role in the fighting against crime in our schools, youth development, fight against substance abuse. We want to play a very active role in the community to be the ambassadors of change in our community through media, because media is influence. So we want to use that influence to assist accordingly so that our people can be inspired and do good in life. So my last words, I'm not going to say much. Go get the book, The Overcomers, at Exclusive Books, also available online on ebooks, and be inspired.
Be inspired, like our show says, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coping beyond that. It's the one and only Mr. Takie Nemangowe. Thank you so much for your time. Very busy man, and you made some time for us. So thank you so much for the all lifers there. We really, really appreciate it. Big ups for everything you've achieved. All the best with Alex FM. All the best with the book. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Billionaire from Alex. I'm with an overcomer. You're seeing the book there as we were interviewing Mr. TK over here. Get the book if you're interested. Let me know, or I can get in touch with TK for you, since I'm going to be the one doing the podcast very soon. You're going to see me international as well, winning awards in Botswana, USA. So yes, subscribe, like, comment, share. This has been very, very great. I hope you enjoyed it. Billionaire from Alex signing out. Thank you so much.